Hi everyone, this is a quick rundown of what's new in CREO 4.0. Most of it is hotkeys and a new way to select things and do things. First thing is the hotkeys have changed a bit, but not much. It's just H for hidden and X for shaded. And if I rotate this a bit, D for default. Instead of HH, it's H. Instead of XX, it's X. It's just single select. Also, there is a new, if I select a surface and hit N, it will get a normal 2, just like SolidWorks, which is pretty nice. If I right click out here, I can turn on datum display, toggle on and off, turn the spin center on so it doesn't spin out of control, and of course also go to shaded, hidden line, and all of that. Also, what's new and really nice is if I select a face like this, you get what they call the mini toolbar, and of course there's edit, definition, edit, which you can still get to by just double clicking. Also, what's really cool is I can select that surface or face, left click, mini toolbar comes up. I can go straight to extrude as well as revolve, etc. If I click on extrude, it goes right into sketch mode, ready to select the references. I hit H for hidden, and I'm just going to right click here, and you'll notice in Sketcher now if you right click you get the sketched entities, orientations, hidden line, solid line, etc. I'm just going to be sketching some lines here, and I'm sketching them off of horizontal and off of vertical on purpose. If I hit escape twice, you'll notice the enclosed sketch loop is gray, which is what it should be. What's new is in this case is when if you keep hitting escape, it doesn't try to exit Sketcher anymore. What I really want to show you, I'm not going to change the dimensioning scheme or dimension values at this point. You know how to do that. I'm going to show you that if you just left click on a sketched entity, the possible constraints show up here. So I want to make that line, for instance, horizontal. You can also control select two or more sketched entities. Possible constraints come up. I want to make these vertical. And while I'm at it, I'll just select this one again and make that horizontal. So that's really nice. And here's something that's really nice too. If I hit OK here, D for default, X for hidden, and I want to make this an extruded cut. Instead of having to come up here and say reverse direction, remove material, and through all, I can just take this little grip, left click on it, drag the other direction. It automatically creates a remove material. And to make it through all, I just put my cursor over that little grip that I just moved and turns black, right hold to through all, which makes it through all done, which is really nice. Now if I create a new part, which I just did, part create, inch pounds part solid, PRT002, and I turn on the datum plane display here or here, I can just, instead of clicking on extrude here, I can click on, for instance here, the front plane. There's extrude, goes right into sketcher mode for me to select my references and sketch. So this will work fine for if you select the front plane or the top plane. If you select the right plane, it may not orient it the way you want it to, which has always been true. But for the front plane and top plane, this method should work. All right. And lastly, in the part mode, if I want to quickly edit the internal sketch, for instance this first extrude here, I can do like this. I just left click, the mini toolbar comes up, select Edit Definition, and this of course is where you'd be adding the depth. But at this point you can right click and go to Edit Internal Sketch, and you're in Sketcher, and you make whatever changes you need to. And when you're done, you just hit OK and OK and D for default. Now in the assembly mode, some cool new things. One of them is I can left click on a component now, any of them, and go to Edit Definition, which takes me to the components constraints. For instance, a better one to show might be this component here. Shows me, go back and change, delete any of the assembly constraints. I can also left click on a component, go straight to interference check, and there aren't any in this. That's nice. I can also left click on any component and go to exploded view and do it again, back to exploded view, or I should say unexploded view. Lastly, if you want to hide a component, you can left click on it to hide, and you can hide more than one, of course. And then if you want to unhide them all, left click on any component and go to unhide all. Now in the drawing mode, not too much change. You still change between your sheets here. But I think the thing to remember is if one of your views is zoomed out, or more than one actually, you can hit F for fit, single F for fit, and I think that zooms them all back into position. And just at the very end here, I want to mention I've added something. If you close out the windows on your very last window, it'll say do you really want to exit CREO, which it always did. And if you're done, if you've saved everything, you hit yes, but it is going to ask you if you want to save these files. One last chance to save these. If you already have, just hit the X here. If you want to save it, hit save. I just added that in there to make sure that people don't forget to save. Hope you don't find that too annoying, but I thought I'd try it. So that's a quick rundown on CREO 4.0. Hope it helps. Enjoy.